Good evening, everyone. We are here to present Food Sustainability Future Climate Change by Group 5.
Food availability. Numerous factors, including climate change, can impact food supply. Changing the productivity of agricultural system is one approach to do this. Reduced crop yields can result from increased temperatures, more frequent heat waves, and more extreme weather events including droughts, floods, and storms. Increased storm frequency and rising sea levels can also cause soil to become salinized, which makes it less suited for cultivating crops. The availability of specific food kinds may also be impacted by the advent of new pests and diseases that can survive in a changing climate. Reduced food security can and food shortages may be caused by any one of these factors.
Food accessibility. Numerous factors, including climate change, might impact food accessibility. Extreme weather conditions like floods and storms can damage infrastructure and interfere with transportation systems, making it more challenging to deliver goods to market. In addition, some consumers' access to food may be hampered by the financial burdens associated with adapting to and mitigating the effects of climate change. In other circumstances, climate change can also influence where food is available, making it more challenging for residents to get access to it. For instance, food that is typically grown in a region may not be available or may need be imported from elsewhere if the region has a drought or crop failure as a result of harsh weather.
Food utilization. Using food can be impacted by climate change in a number of ways. It can accomplish this, for example, by altering the nutritional value of specific crops. Some crops' nutritional value can be diminished by increased temperatures and other growth circumstances, making them less healthy to eat. The availability and safety of some food kinds can also be impacted by the advent of new pests and diseases that can thrive in a changing climate. Altering the methods of food production and consumption is another way that climate change may have an impact on how people use food. For instance, people might need to switch to new diet as the availability of particular food kinds changes, which could have an effect of their health. Additionally, the financial expenses adjusting to and mitigating the effects of climate change might raise the price of food, which may change how it is consumed, such as eating more plant-based meals or dining less out. Ay, nakangkot.
System stability. The resilience of food system to shocks like droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events can be impacted by climate change. These assurances may cause food scarcities and price increases, which in turn may cause societal unrest and war. Additionally, as the effects of climate change worsen, it's feasible that large population will move out of places that can no longer support agricultural or human settlement. As people move to new places and try to create new ways of producing and consuming food, this might cause severe disruption in food systems. Finally, climate change can have an impact on food system stability by altering the way food is produced. For example, as the availability of certain types of food changes, farmers and food producers may need to switch to alternative crops or livestock, requiring considerable changes to their operations. As the food system responds to these changes, this could cause disruption and instability.
The impact of climate change in human health, livelihood, food production and distribution channels, changing purchasing power and market flows. Impact on human health. The health effects of these disruptions include increased respiratory and cardiovascular disease, injuries and premature deaths related to extreme weather events, changes in the prevalence and geographical distribution of food and waterborne illness, and other infectious disease and threats to human health.
This picture shows the impact of climate change on the human health.
Impact on livelihood assets. Floods and droughts brought on by climate change make it harder to produce food. As a result, the price of food increases and access becomes more and more limited, putting many at higher risk of hunger.
This picture shows livelihood outcomes.
Food production and distribution channels. Crops. Changes in crop yields need to adapt to climate conditions. Changes in climate such as temperature, moisture, pests, weeds, disease, and increased CO2 will reduce food production worldwide. CO2.
Impact on changing purchasing power and market flows. Climate change can cause the prices of commodities and raw materials to rise as weather-related disasters may render these materials rarer or more difficult to access. The result is lower supply, greater demand, and higher prices.
Thank you for listening.
Na-stop ko na.